Good afternoon, I'm Sherman Chow. We begin with breaking news. You just heard President Biden address the U.S. Supreme Court ruling on affirmative action in college admissions. It has decided that race cannot be a factor. Natalie Brand joins us live from outside the Supreme Court with more on this decision and what it means for universities moving forward. Natalie.
Hi, Sherman. This was a clear split between the conservative and liberal justices on the court. Universities worry that it could lead to a drop in enrollment of minority students. And the president, just speaking a short time ago, said that the country cannot let this decision be the last word.
The Supreme Court struck a blow to affirmative action at colleges and universities across the country, ruling it unlawful in the admissions process. Writing for the court's majority, Chief Justice John Roberts said that Harvard and the University of North Carolina's race-conscious admissions programs violate the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment. Lawsuits against the schools allege the policies discriminated against white and Asian American applicants.
Today, the court said the way to end racial discrimination is to stop taking race into account.
In her dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote the decision rolls back decades of precedent and momentous progress. And in a separate dissent, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, the court's first black female justice, called the decision a tragedy for us all.
Universities who have been bracing for this decision have begun thinking of alternative ways to increase diversity on campus.
So we might see colleges and universities put more weight, for instance, on where did you grow up? Do your parents have graduate degrees? What zip code did you grow up in?
The Supreme Court upheld using race as a factor in college admissions programs as recently as 2016, but that was before the court's makeup moved sharply to the right with a 6-3 conservative majority.
And back to President Biden's comments just this past hour, he said he will be directing the Department of Education to look into new standards of what kind of adversity students have overcome. He wants to propose some guidance to again hit on this issue of adversity, and it speaks to universities trying to come up with alternative ways to still boost diversity on campus. Sherman.
All right, Natalie, any reaction outside of the court right now?
Yeah, there are a few dozen demonstrators on both sides of this debate, and the president of the Asian American Coalition of Education, speaking outside the Supreme Court shortly after the decision, he said he believes this decision will lead to a more colorblind society. We're also seeing some lawmakers weigh in on both sides of the spectrum. Senator Ted Cruz put out a tweet saying that this is a victory for students and the 14th Amendment. Meanwhile, the universities involved in this suit, the University of North Carolina put out a statement saying that they remain committed to bringing together talented students with different perspectives and experiences. And Harvard says it will continue to be a vibrant community whose members come from all walks of life. So again, kind of hitting on this idea of looking for different ways to still foster diversity despite this decision. Sherman.
All right, Natalie, thank you. Reaction from across the country and on the doorsteps of the Supreme Court. Thank you. And this just into our newsroom about an hour ago, Rice University releasing this statement following the Supreme Court ruling. It reads in part, "The law may change, but Rice's commitment to diversity will not. Together, we will do everything we can and everything we must to maintain and expand the excellence, diversity, and vibrancy of the Rice community." We continue to follow the Supreme Court ruling in our later newscasts, and we'll post updates on KHOU.com.